He knows he needs a break, Ripa says of Ryan Seacrest's performance on Live. Despite earning twice his salary as a co-host, he was suspected of having a heart attack on live television in 2020. Ryan Seacrest has been inconsistent with his co-hosting duties on Live with Kelly and Ryan, blaming his absence on exhaustion. Fans have been concerned about his frequent absence from the show. The on-again, off-again appearance, followed by struggling to read the script on set and suffering from concerning health issues, has become more common. Back in 2020, Seacrest overreached and created a shambles on American Idol, creating a terrifying situation for fans and raising concerns about an alleged stroke. Ripa's fans are concerned that she has done it again. Ripa's overachiever allegedly drove Seacrest to burnout and forced him to resign. Fans were disappointed by Seacrest's decision to leave the show, but it appeared that history was repeating itself. Fans believe Ripa is to blame for the departures of her co-hosts, Regis Philbin, Michael Strahan, and, finally, Ryan Seacrest. Ryan Seacrest is exhausted and is said to have had a stroke. Ryan Seacrest has been a longtime friend and co-host of Ripa's Live with Kelly and Ryan for 6 years. Seacrest took over as host alongside Ripa in 2017 and has gravitated toward the role of MC. However, by the end of his journey, Seacrest began to exhibit symptoms of frequent exhaustion. The host has been straining himself with a busy schedule and way too much on his plate than he can take. The multimillionaire has been filming 3 different shows at a time, earning $10 a year. He has been keeping himself jam-packed with American Idol, on air with Ryan Seacrest, and Live simultaneously. Ryan Seacrest has taken frequent leave from Live due to a hectic schedule. Mark Consuelos is filling in for him on the show. The 48-year-old co-host has been exhausted, which has increased the number of times he has missed Live. Juggling multiple shows at once while trying to make a living in New York City has taken its toll on his health. After his speech issue and slurring on live television in 2020, Seacrest nearly scared his fans and audiences on American Idol with an alleged stroke. The cause of those issues, according to Seacrest, was exhaustion rather than a stroke. Ripa has been blamed for Ryan Seacrest's departure. Ryan Seacrest has worked hard to make a living in New York, while his co-host Ripa earns twice as much. According to a co-host friend, Seacrest has been punishing himself with a hectic schedule that has left him barely making it in the city. He also decided to leave Live due to his increasing exhaustion and frequent leaves. Although his departure did not surprise his coworkers or audiences, they are concerned that Ripa will do it again. Fans of Seacrest have accused Ripa of putting too much pressure on Seacrest while enjoying her position. Ripa has rarely missed an episode of Live in her 23-year career and thus earns $20 million per year. According to sources, the 48-year-old was assigned the majority of the tasks on Live, which were far too many for a single person to handle. It's difficult to do Live every day. It's a demanding schedule. There are 2 tapes, and he alternates between his radio show and Live. He'll get a 10-minute break, and they'll invite him to do some one-liners for the radio show. He isn't completely exhausted, but he recognizes the need for a break. Sources were shared. Ripa is well known for applying pressure on her co-hosts, which drives them away. Even this time, with Ryan Seacrest calling it quits, fans and audiences are allegedly blaming Ripa despite what insiders have to say. Co-hosts prior to Ryan Seacrest's departure due to Ripa. Ryan Seacrest's absence has been compensated for by Ripa's husband, Mark Consuelos. As a result, Ripa declared, "The only person I can think of who is capable of carrying torch the way carried it would be my husband, Mark Consuelos." Fans believe the 52-year decision-olds to put her husband on the show was always her intention. Ripa's previous co-hosts have blamed her for driving them to leave the show. Initially, Regis Philbin, who left the show due to advancing age, told outlets, "She got very offended when I left. They never once asked me to go back." Ripa was therefore blamed by audiences for driving such a sweetheart out of the show, and despite being offended by the blames, she never asked him to come back. Similarly, Michael Strahan, who joined Live for a short time before leaving due to Ripa, mentioned similar things. "When I arrived, I realized it wasn't about the team. It's selfish, and I don't work well under those circumstances." Ripa's selfishness, according to Strahan, drove him away. He also expressed his displeasure with the lack of mutual respect and Ripa's insufferable attitude on set. Finally, Ripa appears to be reeling from the coincidence. Multiple co-hosts leaving the show and blaming Ripa is infuriating fans. With Ryan Seacrest's departure, all eyes are once again on her.